I would say the health concerns that brought me into the office were a big part stress related because I moved here from Buffalo, New York, and our family was in a lot of chaos. I actually went back to New York to get the house ready. I, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. My sister-in-law had a near heart attack, cardiovascular event. I just wasn't doing a lot for myself health-wise and just let stress mount. Um, so that's what brought me in, but how that manifested, I mean, I'm a typically healthy person, but I noticed that the neck was getting really sore. Um, Sleep was a bit of a problem. I didn't I didn't like my weight and I didn't know they were related, but I'm pretty good for having the stress related stuff for a while. I will say that I dabbled in some acupuncture before I came here, but that was very far and few in between and a different place. So I would say that off and on, it's always been there. And it's something that I need to maintain to a certain degree. So I would say that it's a constant balance. I need help with it, and I know coming here helps me. So I've been struggling with it kind of lifelong, I would say. Because I had done acupuncture with other folks before, I had a respect for it, and I knew that it would work, but I didn't know how well it could work until I got here. Because even though I've seen results in other places, I would say they weren't educating me on how to maintain it when I leave the office. They weren't, it was kind of like, bye, see ya, come back when you need me. And I feel like we had a lot more education here. And the precision of what he does, some folks kind of dabble in it and they study it and whatever, but I would say Dr. Marco has a really good talent for saying, okay, I hear you, and this is where I think it's going to be, and we work together on finding it exactly, instead of just kind of in the vicinity. And that is a big difference between just going to any acupuncture place and coming here. My feelings changed because I realized that you could really have quality. I mean, other people have good intentions at other acupuncture places, and some people you will have some results with. But when you realize that you can come to somebody who has been doing it as long as he has, and the experience that Dr. Marco has, and again, mentioning the precision, it was an eye-opener. And I will also reiterate the education. When we come in here as new patients, we go over all the things that are bothering you, and there are recommendations. You don't have to do them, but they are good recommendations, and I actually tried to follow all of the recommendations. And I didn't know I was coming here to do a weight loss thing, but because I was working on things that were affecting my health, weight loss actually happened by accident. So I have to give props to a lot of the things that, following the recommendations and being educated on the lifestyle that you lead when you leave the office make for a well-rounded experience. I would say that I've been with the office, I'm trying to think, it's been a little over a year. And again, because there was the weight loss piece, things that I didn't know that were bothering in my neck, turned out to be dietary related. Obviously the stress. Some of those things were actually more crippling than I thought they were, because I kind of was living with it, and then I had a level of tolerance for it. And then coming in here, having things fixed, so to say, have really made a life-changing impact. So over the year, I would say there are things that I learned about my body, what to recognize when I'm in trouble, and when to come in, and just knowing that when I walk out of here, I'm going to feel really good. Before I came here, again, I'll mention some casual use for other acupuncturists, but I still do chiropractic. I was doing probably more yoga than I do now. I want to go back to it, but I think that's, that's hand-in-hand thing. But without the proper acupuncture, the yoga helps, but it doesn't really complete the picture. There were some wonderful recommendations for, cutting out certain things in the diet that cause inflammation and the bloating and the discomfort that affect your joints. All the things that I was, coming in here needing help with, the recommendations definitely help with that. I love coming here. It's like my body kind of craves it. When I'm ready to come in here, it's like I need to get in here. And then when I come out, I'm relaxed.